Okay, starting off the episode of Young Widow's Journey with Phoebe. It is Sonia's birthday. Finally, yes, we're going to have Sonia's birthday today. She's going to age up into a toddler, and there's going to be also some interesting things happening in this episode. So stick around, and if you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe, click notifications so you always know when the next episode's coming out. Let's talk about episode 4 from a Young Widow's Journey. Okay, so we have Phoebe and Sonia. Phoebe's getting ready to set things up for the party. Everyone is really excited. Leah's on the phone inviting people over. And we have a bartender on staff ready to make drinks. And Phoebe has just changed Sonia into her pretty little party outfit. And everyone is starting to come in right now to enjoy the festivities. And it took them a while to plan this party because, she wanted it done just right. Kid only turns 2 once, so she definitely wanted to make sure this was a memorable birthday party. And this little cake, of course, is a great cake made by her great grandmother, and it's also available from Little Bub. It's called the Princess Party Cake. You can get it on her Patreon. I really thought it was cute, so I decided to do that. So now we're going to add birthday candles to it, and little Sonia is going to blow out the candles. Phoebe's going to give her a little helping hand. Well, not you. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and pick her up. And little Sonia is going to turn 2 years old. Yay! Here we go. Wow, time flies. So the summer is almost over, and the fall is quickly approaching. Phoebe is going to go out on a date tonight after the party's over. Party should be over about 7, so she's on a date about 8 o'clock. Well after Sonia goes into bed. Okay, so we're going to make her a what? Independent. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to randomize it? No. Okay, she's going to be independent, and little Sonia is now a toddler. Yay! How nice. Okay. The party was a lot of fun. Sonia had a blast. She loved seeing her grandparents and extended family. Everybody was there, her aunt and her uncle. And as you can see, Phoebe also invited over her new friend, too. You can see him in the corner over there. Although his outfit, yeah, that outfit, I don't know what he was thinking wearing that. Okay, so anyway, they're waiting for this party to end because they're going to go out later. They've been seeing each other for a couple of weeks now. And, Phoebe's been saying it's been nothing. We're just friends, that's all. But is it going to change over soon? Well, we may find out in this episode. And again, she's not sure about this whole thing. She's just started dating again. It's well over a year since Bev has passed. And it's, something she's thinking about, but she's not really 100% serious about. So now little Sonia's going to eat her cake because she hasn't had her birthday cake yet. And Phoebe's going to go ahead and serve it to her. And she's going to enjoy that cake immensely. Meanwhile, she's going to call everyone else to eat the cake. The party has achieved a gold medal. Everybody seems to be having a great time. It's still going on for a while, so it's got a ways to go before it's over. Phoebe's just hoping that everything goes really well and everyone's having a great time. It looks like everyone's having a great time, although the kid is making a mess. I hate when the toddlers do that. And what is up with... Girl, shave your back, really? Oh my god. Alright. I don't like that at all. Why does... I don't get that. I don't understand why the Sims do that. Okay. And she's talking to Wesley, and Wesley thinks she's adorable. So that's nice. And of course he's getting to meet her family, Phoebe's family. So this is a nice experience for him too. But as soon as this party is over, they are going to go out. So after the party was over, Phoebe and Wesley decided to go out and grab some dinner. They were not that hungry from the party, but they mainly just wanted to get out and just go somewhere for a little while, just to be alone, just to talk. And she's like, I'm really glad you came over. And he's like, well, I was happy to come over and meet your family. She's like, well, I think they liked you too. I've been telling them about you for weeks. And he goes, oh, you have you? And she's like, yeah, this is a new experience for me. And I wanted my family to know about it. So he's pretty happy about that. Meanwhile, he's saying, we have been seeing each other for a couple of weeks now. And what do you think how do you feel about taking this up to the next level? And she's like a little nervous about that. She's like, I don't know. But they're having a nice time eating dinner, and they're just doing a little bit of casual flirting. She's decided to do a bold pickup line because, why not? He loves it. He's totally into her. And he's just kind of having a good time out with her, and they are really enjoying themselves. And it's just nice to get away. So he's like, come here a second, I want to tell you something. She's like, what? He's like, no, come over here. She's like, oh, come on. What is it? And he's like, no, come over here. I want to tell you something. So she's like, oh, okay. And she's going to go ahead and go over to him. But no, he decided to sit down. You can see he's really in a flirty mood. He's really into her. But she's asking some questions about, I never asked you what you did for a living. Oh, well, yeah, I work in the art business. She's like, oh, okay, so what do you do, sell paintings? Do you sell, he's like, oh, kind of, I'm like a starving artist. So they finished dinner. He's told her he wants to come over for a second. She's holding his hands and saying, I had a really great time tonight. And he's like, I had a great time with you too. Do you want to go out again? And if you can tell, they haven't had their first kiss yet. But I think that may change very soon. They seem like they're really into each other. She seems like she's having a really great time. He's a lot of fun. He makes her laugh, he makes her smile. And she's been taking this super slow. She's gone from kind of like friend to kind of like a romance, and now they're slow dancing, they're setting the mood. This is, I believe, Utopia's mod, or it might be Maple Bell's mod. I'm not sure. It could be also Pancake's mod. If you know what mod this is, tell me in the comments. I forget. Okay, so... But either way, this is a good mod. I love this mod. It's so cute. Okay, so what is erratic? Well, that's a warning sign right there. Okay, but she doesn't seem to mind that he's erratic, and she doesn't seem to mind that he's kind of like a starving artist. She kind of, he seems to spark the creativity in her, and she can tell she's really flirty. She really wants, I think, this to go to the next level, and there we go. First kiss. Okay. So they've had their first kiss, and I think that this may even go a little further. We will see. But, yeah, looks like this date is going pretty well. So as they've been just spending time talking and, getting to know each other, they're not sure about how long they've been out. All they know is that it is pretty late. And Phoebe's like, I should get home soon. I need to get home to my baby. She's just, in bed. She's probably up and driving my grandparents crazy. And she's kind of like, oh, what am I going to do? She kind of doesn't know what to do, but she kind of does. And this is all new territory for her, but she's having a really great time with him, and he's really making her smile. So this could be, a new experience for her. And she wasn't looking for anything when she met him, and they just seemed to have hit it off. They had a nice friendship for a while, and now that friendship has turned into something else. And what's interesting is, you look at the meter, they've got the romance bar. Whoa, look at this. Okay. Looks like he's going for a deep gaze kiss here. And yeah, get that screenshot. And yeah, that I would say is a nice way to end the date with a kiss like that. Okay, so you can see that the romance bar is filling up quite well. And she's thinking, I think what I should do is end this date cheerfully. So I think that's what they're going to do. And what is he doing? What? Oh, trash hugger. I hate when they do that. Okay, she's in for more romance, and she's kind of like, I don't want this date to end, but I do have to get home, and you know, he understands that. So they're gonna go ahead and
Bobsini, Nabora, Shazzle?
Ah, Quexanas, Lenarg Poli.
Okay, so it looks like they are going to wrap up the date now. And she had a nice time. He had a nice time. So they're going to go ahead and just keep it as silver medal. And that is a pretty decent date. You know, she doesn't want to push it too hard. The gold medal date would be like, you know, getting lucky with the next one. So she's just basically like, you know, I'm going to take this nice and easy, nice and slow. I'm not going to rush into anything. And she's fine with that. So we're going to go catch up with Phoebe at home. Phoebe has walked into the house and found that there is chaos on the floor. And Spud's trying to tell Sonia, stop that. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Javier's in the pool. And Phoebe's like, where the hell is all the adult supervision? So she's like, oh, hi, Spud. And she's giving Spud a hello. And she's like, what are you doing up? I'm going to put you to bed right now. So apparently Sonia got out of her crib. Her grandparents were none the wiser as they woohoo in the shower. So she's going to go ahead and take her upstairs to bed. So it's the morning and Phoebe is up with her little girl. Sonia is telling Mommy all about the party, how much fun she had. And Phoebe is like, oh, yeah, I know. It was so much fun to see everybody, wasn't it? And she's like, yeah, I had a great time. And everybody really had liked everything. And she's just talking to her mother about stuff. And she's loving it. And she's babbling away. And Phoebe's laughing. And she can't get over the fact how much her little girl looks like Bev. I mean, with that hairstyle, that could just be a carbon copy of Bev as a baby. So Phoebe is just, you know, enjoying this time with her daughter and laughing with her, and they're having a great time. In the meantime, she's wondering, you know, how she's going to integrate Wesley into her life with her daughter and what the best way to go about that is. And Leah's like, oh, hey, how you doing? You got in late last night. And she's like, yeah, I know. Meanwhile, little Sonia has made a mess on the floor. Leah's sitting down and just going to talk to him for a bit and be like, so, how'd it go last night? And she's like, yeah, it went well. It was good. We had a good time. You know, it was a lot of fun. And Sonia's babbling away to her great-grandmother saying, will you teach me potty, Mommy? And Phoebe's like, okay, I'll teach you potty. Or the baby's actually too little to say full sentences. So she went, Mommy potty, something along those lines. But she is such a cutie, isn't she? Yep, go ahead and get your daughter to the potty, Phoebe. Meanwhile, Leah's like, oh, yeah, you escaped that one, didn't you? Well, when you come back out, I'm going to find out more information about your date. Meanwhile, Hobby has decided to go outside. Well, actually, Leah has decided to go outside and supersell all of her lovely items in her garden. She has a garden, but she is not the best gardener, mainly because she's a techie person. Meanwhile, Javi's making a drink, and Phoebe is teaching little Sonia how to use the potty. But why did you use your bike to go out to the garden? That doesn't make sense. Why are you on your bike? Just go out to the garden. Oh, this drives me crazy with this glitch. Leah has just come from swimming. Phoebe is putting down Sonia for a nap for a little while. No, she's giving her a bath. Okay, and Leah's like, what's the matter, Spud? Why are you upset? And Spud looks just a little sad. So she's going to give him some attention because he's a good cat. And she really likes having Spud around. They never had a pet when the kids were small, but she really likes Phoebe's cat, and she enjoys him a lot. He really makes her smile, and he is a good boy. Rowan has popped over and said, hey, how's it going? And Phoebe's like, oh, it's going good, Mom. Yeah, I heard that you went out on a date last night. And Phoebe's like, yeah, Mom, I did, after the party. I just gotta look through this pile of garbage on the floor to see if I can find some scraps first. He's like, well, tell me about it. And she says, well, you know, he's a nice guy. I like him a lot. He's really funny. And we have a good time together, that's all. And she's like, okay, well, that's good. That's good. And Phoebe's going to spread the gloom to change the subject a little bit. And maybe even offer her mom a drink. Yeah, throw it. Have a granny smash. You're a grandmother. So her mother's going to go ahead and have that granny smash that Javi made. Phoebe's going to do what? Phoebe's going to eat something. I don't know what. Sonia is around here somewhere. Oh, she's napping on the couch. So Rowan's going to go ahead and have a seat next, or Rowan's going to sit in the rocking chair so she can look at her little granddaughter. And she just adores her granddaughter. And it looks like Sonia is almost awake for... Yep, she's going to get up now because she hears Rowan and she wants to say hi to Grandma. So little Sonia is awake and she hears her grandmother's voice. Spud is passed out on the floor and little Sonia wakes up and is like, Grandma, hi. And Rowan's happy to see her granddaughter. She's telling her, Grandma, I learned potty today. She's like, oh, you did? Yes, I potty. And she's babbling about that. And Rowan is just like so in awe of her granddaughter. She's just so proud of her little granddaughter. She loves to spend a lot of time with her whenever she can. And she loves coming out to San Sequoia, especially, you know, with the business doing really well. And it's kind of hot in San Sequoia. So they are basically having a nice, you know, summer kind of a day in the fall. And what are they making? They're making what? What are you making? Oh, you're going to make, what are you making? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. Cauliflower chickpea tacos. Well, yeah, why not? Phoebe is sitting having her cauliflower chickpea taco. Rowan has decided to come over and eat dinner too. That recipe is from Little Bad Bub's Granny's Cookbook. You can also see the cake stand that Leah made in pottery class. And they're just having a nice time talking. Rowan's like, why don't you come over for Harvest Fest in 2 weeks? And I'm bringing your boyfriend with you. She's like, Ma, he's not my boyfriend. You know, we're just seeing each other. And he's like, well, whatever you call each other, why don't you bring him? And she's like, yeah, I might do that, Ma. I don't know. And holidays are a big deal. And she's like, okay, well, you know, see how it goes. I'm just so happy that you have somebody in your life. And Phoebe's like, yeah, Mom, I know. And Sonia is just like, I want more tacos. So she's going to go over and get another taco. Even though she threw the first one on the floor. So she's going over to grab a taco. Lee and Javi are having conversation saying, Rowan is really trying to get information out of Phoebe. And Phoebe's like, I heard you. Ha ha. And Rowan is just like, well, you know, you don't blame me, do you? I just want to make sure you're okay. That's why I came over. And she's saying hi to Spud. And Spud's like, yes, I remember you. You took care of me when I was a baby. So, yeah, Rowan is really trying to press Phoebe for information. And hopefully we'll get her to come over with her new date on Harvest Fest. And if you want to see how Harvest Fest went, go ahead and click the link in this video and you'll be able to see the final episode of Yes, We Are Open, where we do show Harvest Fest at Hayden and Rowan's house. But before that happens, Phoebe's thinking, you know what, I really want to have a Halloween party. And Rowan's like, well, I think that's a great idea, as she does push-ups. I really hate when they do that. We're going to end the episode with Phoebe reading Sonia a story, but we will be back this week for another episode of A Young Widow's Journey. Now that Hayden and Rowan's series is finished until the next expansion pack for The Sims 4 comes out, or if there is an event rewards that comes out, Hayden and Rowan will be back for that. But in the meantime, we're going to give you 2 episodes of A Young Widow's Journey this week. This one, as you know, is dropped today on Tuesday. The next one will drop on Friday in Hayden and Rowan's usual slot. So I hope that you enjoy the double dose of A Young Widow's Journey this week, because Phoebe is going to have a spooky party, and it's going to be a blast. So until next time, this is Jen, the GXSimmer. I hope that you have a terrific day or night wherever you are. And I will see you on the next video. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters, Just a Mom Sims especially. Check out her newest series. It is awesome. Talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.